Danny said, welcome to class. My name is Lloyd Hawthorn. And it's an honor and a pleasure for me to be able to spend this next 60 minutes with you, allowing me to be able to share my practice with you. For those of you who joined a little later, please grab anything that you need that you feel will help support your practice. If you have traditional yoga props, box straps, bolsters, any of those sort of things, please grab them. Or you could use any little household items as well that allow you to support that too. You can use things like books in underneath your hands to bring the floor a little closer towards you. If you have any sensitivities, especially in the knees and the hip area, you can use things like pillows or cushions just to bring a little less pressure into that part of the body when we bring those parts of the body down onto our surface. All righty, team. Come and join me tonight a little bit differently. We're going to work through a Vinyasa and restorative practice. So we're going to find some beautiful stretches through our practice today. And we're also going to find a little movement into our practice too, just so we can find some freedom and find some space in our body. So much of our lives right now are taken up by sitting down, whether that's working, driving, eating. Just as humans, especially in Western culture, we spend so much of our time in beautiful, comfortable seats. So we're going to find some other shapes today to open up into the parts of the body that tend to tighten up as a result of that. We're going to focus on the back line of our body today, also open up into our hip area. We're going to open up into our shoulders, our spine, and just release through the body. So come and join me standing at the top of your mat tonight. As you come and join me standing, separate your feet hips width distance apart, which isn't as wide as you think it is. Think of your hip joint, the feet are directly underneath it. Imagine your feet are like train tracks. So the feet are facing directly forward. Find a nice long spine. Extend out through the crown of your head. Bring the arms down beside you. As you bring the arms down beside you, open your palms so the palms are facing towards the front of your space. If it feels comfortable and safe in your body, find a slight tuck of your chin and gently blink the eyes closed. So the spine and the neck is nice and long. As you settle here into your space, push your feet firmly down into your mat. And then grip the mat with your toes. Feel each toe engaged into your surface. Push hard into the outside edges of your feet, all the way around the feet, right through to the heels. And then lift from your inner arches and start to feel the legs engage. Squeeze the quadriceps so the kneecaps lift, so the front of your thighs. Think of your inner thighs rotating forward. As you do that, feel the glutes start to engage and awaken. Bring the awareness to the core. Pull your belly button up and in. Lift your chest a little higher. Gently roll the heads of your shoulders back. Finding a little engagement between the shoulder blades. This beautiful, strong and neutral position in the body. If you have the eyes closed, you might feel gentle movement into the body. Slightly forward, slightly back, slightly side to side as the body engages and strengthens into the shape that it's in. As you feel this strength and this beautiful, strong, neutral position here in the physical body, the consciousness and the awareness to your breath. Breathe in and out through your nose. And just literally feel the air and the sensations of the air coming through your nostrils as you inhale. Gently releasing through the nostrils on the exhale. And then where does your breath move in your body? Maybe the lungs expand and your belly feels like a little balloon as it expands and contracts. Maybe the consciousness of the breath And spread the breath throughout the entire body. And I know the breath is obviously within the constructs of our lungs, but what we call the prana, the energy, the life force of the breath moving throughout the body. Our body with the breath has this ability to heal through the consciousness of the breath. So find the parts of the body that you would like to send the energy to and focus on those parts of the body. Now bring the awareness to the mind without judgment. Notice any thoughts that are going on in the mind. Thoughts might be perfectly clear. It might just be random scrambled noise, which can be quite normal at this time of the evening when we practice. The body is usually a little bit more open. The mind is usually just a little bit more full. Thoughts might be happy. It might not be, and that's perfectly fine. Just recognize that they're there. I'm a big believer that the mind is designed to think, so let it think. But also allow it just to rein itself back in when you feel like it's wandering away too far. Use this awareness of the breath just to bring the mind back in. And each time when you're working through your physical practice and you know your mind is wandering off into other things, have a little trigger word. It can be something as simple as thinking. So just allow yourself to come back to the present moment. Do this as often as you need to through your practice. Just awareness. Take this consciousness and connection between the physical body, the breath, and the mind to set your intention for the practice. It's always come from a place of love, kindness, compassion for yourself and for others. And then exhale any air that you have in the lungs. And from your belly, inhale. Nice and big and deep and full. Make the belly big. Broaden through the chest. Up into the collarbones and through into the back of your throat. And then open the mouth, exhale, let it go. Really nice, everybody. Nobody can hear you. Let go of any self-consciousness. Do that 2 more times. Inhale, deeper and fuller. Keep inhaling. Keep inhaling, keep inhaling, keep inhaling. Then open the mouth, exhale, let it go. So nice, everybody. One more time, just like that. Inhale. Make this the biggest, deepest, fullest, the most expansive breath of the day so far. Then open the mouth, exhale, let it go. On your own breath. Breathe in and out through the nose. Allow the body to find space. Find a nice even breath where the length of the exhales match the length of the inhales. Make it feel good here in your body. And then when it does, can you blink the eyes open? With your breath, inhale. Reach the arms nice and high. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. See the palms touch above you. On the exhale, bring your hands behind your back and interlace your fingers. As you interlace the fingers, bend your elbows so the palms come together. Gently roll the heads of your shoulders back and lift your chest up. That feels nice. Add on here. Inhale. Lift your chest a little higher. Push your hips slightly forward and separate your wrists away from the lower spine. And this should feel really nice here. Broadening through the chest, broadening through the collarbones, opening up into the shoulders. Now the eyes can be open or closed. I love to close my eyes, but if it feels safer here and more conscious in the body to keep the eyes open, allow that to happen. Keep breathing. Beautiful, everyone. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, take a generous bend into your knees. Let your belly and your chest fold down in between your thighs and lift the wrists higher towards the ceiling. Now, if this is uncomfortable with the bind of the hands, simply release the hands and lower the hands down towards the mat. Wherever you are, send the gaze back in between your legs, using the weight of your upper body to open through the upper spine and through the intervertebral discs. Keep breathing. Beautiful, everyone. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, if you haven't already, release the bind and bring the hands down towards the mat. Stop, everybody. When you get there, separate your feet max width distance apart. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Bring your hands behind your legs and reach for the back of your ankles. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to. Inhale, lengthen, find length through the spine. On the exhale, use the strength of your arms here against the back of your legs to pull the crown of the head a little closer towards the mat. Now, if you have the space in the back line of your body and it feels nice here, you can start to straighten the legs a little bit more and send the hips just a little higher towards the ceiling. Breathe. Just allow yourself to find space. Nice, everyone. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, gently release your bind. Bring your left hand to your right ankle. And then with your breath, inhale, twist. Reach the right arm nice and high towards the ceiling. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to allow that to happen. If you have more space here, you can straighten the legs a little bit more. Reaching the right arm is perfect. If you would like to add on, you can bring your right hand all the way behind your back and reach for your left hip crease. And it might come all the way around. You might like to grab a part of the clothing on that side of the body. Again, just allow yourself to open up here with this beautiful twist. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, release the right hand down and release your left hand away from the right ankle. We'll simply switch out sides. Bend the knees as much as you need to. Bring your right hand to the left ankle. Inhale, your left arm reaches nice and high into space. Beautiful. If it feels nice here, you can straighten the legs a little bit more. You might like to bring the left hand all the way behind your back, only if it feels good here to deepen into the twist. Remembering that the left arm being nice and high towards the ceiling is absolutely perfect. Maybe you can straighten the legs a little bit more. Maybe you can pull a little harder onto the left ankle to deepen the twist. Keep breathing. Always inhaling to find space. Always exhaling to move into the space that you're creating with your breath. Beautiful, everyone. Take one more inhale. On the exhale, gently release. Both hands come down to the mat. The right foot stays where it is. With control, step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat. Both hands come to the inside of your right foot. Now, those of you using props, you can bring your props in underneath your hands here for a little bit more elevation, or you can tense into your fingers to find a little bit more space. And then if it feels good here, to start to find some organic movement here into the body. Opening through the wrists, opening through the shoulders, and especially awakening through the hips here. Don't worry about what you think you're supposed to do here. Just make it feel good in your body. I'm a big believer that it feels good for our posture and our body to find movement and freedom in the space. Poses don't need to be static. Really nice, everyone. Once you feel like you've got all the movement here in the space, come back in the center. Lower your left knee down onto the mat. Now, if you'd like to slide something underneath your left knee to give yourself a little bit more cushioning, here is the perfect place to do it. Turn your right toes at a little 45-degree angle. Roll to the outside edge of your right foot. That might be plenty enough. Or you can bring your right hand to your right knee and gently push the right knee away from you. And just breathe. There should be a lovely opening into the hip on your right side. And you will also feel this in your hip flexors on your left side. I'm going to teach you a little stretching technique here called Pnf Stretching. Pnf stretching is when we push hard into one part of the body and then we resist with that part of the body. So what we're going to do is push hard with our right hand into the right leg, and then we're going to use strength of our right leg to resist the right hand. So take a deep inhale. On the exhale, push hard into the right knee, and then resist with your right knee at the same time. Push as hard as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just gently relax the knee. And you might find that you get just a little deeper into the stretch. Beautiful, everybody. We're going to do that one more time. Inhale. On the exhale, push hard into the right knee, but resist equally as hard with the right knee. And hold it here strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and release. Just relax. You might find the right knee just falls a little further towards the right side. Here is perfect. If you would like to add on, inhale, right arm reaches high. You can stay right here, or you can kick your left foot back behind you and grab the top of your left foot with the right hand. Only if that feels nice in the body. Lovely, everyone. Take a deep inhale wherever you are. On the exhale, gently release your left foot down to the mat. Nice. Bring your right hand back down. We're going to pivot into a wide-legged forward fold to the left edge of your mat. So lift your left knee up and pivot into a wide-legged forward fold towards the left edge. Toes are slightly in, heels are slightly out. Nice, everybody. Inhale, find a long, flat spine. On your exhale, fold just a little deeper. Beautiful. Sorry you have a rear view of me here, team, but I want to show you where we're working next. Take a little bend into your knees. Bring your hands to your waist. Inhale brings you back up in the center. And straighten through your legs. Nice. Reach your arms directly forward out in front of you. Inhale. On the exhale, work your hands back behind you. I'm going to give you a few little options here. You can find the interlace of the fingers like we did earlier. You can find opposite hands to opposite elbows. Or if you have reverse prayer, you can bring your fingers together and slide the palms or the backs of the hands further up your spine. Only if that feels nice in the body. Whichever variation you took, inhale, find a long spine, lift the chest a little higher. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. Just settle here into your pose. Finding a lovely opening through the shoulders, whichever variation of the bind you have. Squeeze the quadriceps tight so the kneecaps lift. Finding this beautiful opening all the way through the back line of your body. Nice, everyone. Take one more inhale. And the exhale, gently release your hands to the mat. Beautiful. Pivot back towards the front of your mat. Your right toes are forward. Your left toes step at a 45-degree angle, working into pyramid pose. For my friends who are a little tighter here, shorten your stance and widen your stance. Those of you who have a little bit more space in the back line of your body, you can keep the length here into your pose. Those of you using your props, this is a beautiful pose to bring the props in underneath your hands. Wherever you are, inhale, find a long spine. On the exhale, fold just a little deeper. Wherever you are, pull back on your right hip pointer and push your left hip pointer forward. You'll feel a lovely stretch through the underside of the right leg, but you'll also feel this into the outer right hip. And what you're feeling there is you're starting to work into the glutes, especially through the IT band area. Keep breathing. Nice, everybody. Inhale, find a long, flat spine. On the exhale, bend into your right knee and plant the palms of your hands down onto the mat. Step back into plank pose. Our first little strength pose here of the class. You can be on your toes here or your knees here. I'm not going to keep you here long. Shift forward. Bend the arms, and as slowly as your arms allow, from the toes or the knees, lower the whole body down onto the mat. Beautiful, team. When you get there, uncurl your toes. Bring your fingertips off the left and the right side of the mat at shoulder height, working into oscillating cobra. With your breath, inhale, elevate the chest up off the mat and lengthen through your arms. Soften your hip pointers down, but use the strength of your arms to lift the chest up, just awakening through the spine. Take a nice inhale. On the exhale, gently soften the heart space down. We're going to do that 3 more times with our breath. Relax your glutes. Inhale, elevate the chest up off the mat, lengthen through the arms. Exhale, softly lower the heart space down. The full inhale elevates the chest. Again, we're just looking for range of motion here in the spine. Exhale, lower everything down. Nice, everybody. Last time through. Inhale, elevate the chest. Maybe you can find just a little bit more space. Exhale as slowly as your arms allow. Lower everything down. Beautiful, team. Bring your hands back onto the mat. The palms face down beside your floating ribs. Curl your toes under at the back. Push your knees firmly into the mat. Straighten your arms in the tabletop. And then send your hips back and up into downward facing dog. Beautiful, everybody. Our first downward facing dog of the practice. You all take your yoga practice enough to know that downward facing dog is just a beautiful shape. So I'm going to encourage you to find whatever movement you need in the shape to feel good. Don't get hooked up on the pose. Just find any organic movement that releases tension from your body. You might like to bend and straighten through the legs. You might like to drop the hips from side to side, creating more space into the side body. You might like to drop the ankles from side to side. What I like to do 1 foot at a time in this shape is come to the top of my feet, opening up into the top part of my ankle joint, the top part of my foot, and the top part of my toes. Anything that just feels good here in your body. Nice, everyone. Once you feel like you have all the movement you need out of the shape, settle into the pose. Strong hands, long arms, hips are nice and high. My friends, a little tighter here. You might like to take a little bend into the knees and lift the heels a little higher, just to find extra length and space through the side body. Inhale, look forward. On your exhale, walk or step your feet to the top of your mat. Beautiful, everybody. Inhale, find a long, flat spine. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Hands might come to the shins, the knees, or the thighs. On the exhale, forward fold. Maybe you can lengthen the legs just a little bit more. Inhale, stand and reach. See the palms touch above you. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. On your exhale, bring your thumbs to your chest. Lovely, everybody. We're taking this to the other side. Separate your feet, maximum distance apart. Inhale, reach the arms high. See your palms touch. Exhale, forward fold. Bend the knees as much as you need to lower the hands down. Inhale, find your version of a long, flat spine with the feet separated. On the exhale, lower the fingertips down, and this time we're going to step our right foot all the way to the back of the mat, as far back behind you as you can. You can be on your palms of your hands, you can be on your props, or you can tense into your fingers. Turn your left foot at a little 45-degree angle, and then just start to find some organic movement here into the body again. Sway side to side, move forward and back. Take some little circles. You're awakening and building strength through the wrists and the palms of your hands. Maybe you nod and shake the head because that feels good. Just find whatever the movement is in your body. Remembering nobody knows your body like you do. The yoga instructor can give you different options and versions, but in the end, just move into the shape that feels good in your body. Nice, everyone. Once you feel like you have all that movement out of the shape, lower your right knee down onto the mat. Roll to the outside edge of your left foot. Bring your left hand to your left knee and just gently push the left knee away from you. Just creating this extra space here through the adductors, the inner thighs on your left side. Soften your right hip pointer down. Finding beautiful space through the hip flexors on the right side. Here is perfect. If you'd like to do the Pnf stretching that we did on the other side, we're going to do that 2 more times on this side. With the left hand on the left knee, take a deep inhale. On the exhale, push your left hand as hard as you can into the left knee and then resist with your left knee. Nice and strong for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just gently relax. Just feel that extra space that you can create through the hip joint. You can do that with any stretch. So when you're stretching in your own time, just remember, you can bring this into it as well. If you ever want to research and the science behind it, it's called Pnf Stretching. You can Google it and there's a million items there you can have a little look at. Beautiful, everyone. One more time, just like that. Inhale. On the exhale, push your left hand into the left knee and then resist with your left knee as strong as you can for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, and then just relax. Nice, everybody. Here is perfect. If you'd like to add on, inhale. Left arm reaches high. Here is perfect, working into the twist, or you can kick your right foot back behind you, grab the top of your right foot with the left hand, and just settle here into your shape. And those of you who have the bind like me, there's a couple of different options. You can pull the heel closer towards your glute, which will deepen the sensation of the stretch, or you can push back with the foot into the hand and work a little deeper into the chest. You can take both those options, just whatever feels nice in your body again. Beautiful, everyone. If you have the bind, gently release it. Beautiful. Lower your left hand back to the inside of your left foot. Lift your right knee up, and we're pivoting back into the wide-legged forward fold towards the right side of your mat this time. Beautiful, everyone. Inhale, find a long flat spine. Exhale, fold. Take a little bend into your knees. Bring your hands to your waist. Inhale, brings you up in the center, straighten through the legs. Exhale, reach the arms nice and long in front of you. Inhale, sweep your arms back behind you, finding those same options we did the other side. So reverse prayer up your spine. You can find hands to opposite elbows behind your back, or you can interlace the fingers, whatever feels best here for you. Inhale, lift your chest up. On the exhale again, just hinge at your hips and fold. Just find your space. No end goal here. It feels nice to take a little bend into the knees. Take a bend into the knees. Or if you'd like a deeper sensation here, lift your hips a little higher. Lengthen through the legs. Bring the body weight just a little further forward. So the body weight is in the front part of your foot as opposed to the heels. Looking great, everyone. Take one more inhale. On your exhale, gently release your bind and lower the hands down towards the mat. Beautiful. Pivot towards the top of your mat. So we're working into pyramid pose here again. Your left toes are forward. Your right foot comes at a 45-degree angle. Remembering, if you're a little tighter here, step the right foot in and out a little bit more to give the hips and the hamstrings some more space. If you have the extra space here, you can step the right foot just a little further back. Again, another lovely place to bring your props in underneath your hands. Inhale, find a long spine wherever you are. On the exhale, hinge at your hips just a little further and fold. Nice, everybody. I want you to think of the action on the side of your left glute, working back towards your right heel. At the same time, push your right hip forward. Allow the body to find space here in this shape. Keep breathing. Nice, everyone. Inhale, find a long flat spine. On the exhale, bend back into your left knee if it's not already. Plant your palms. Step back into our strength pose in the plank. We're not going to hold it, toes or knees. I'm going to do this one from my knees for demonstration. Shift forward with control. Bend the arms as slowly as your arms allow. Lower the whole body down onto the mat. Beautiful. I'm going to give you a couple of different options here. We can take the Cobra variation like we took last time we were on our bellies. Or if you'd like to work with me on the side, we're going to work into a Locust variation. So lower the forehead down. Extend your arms back beside you with the palms facing down. Wherever you are with your breath, inhale, elevate the chest up off the mat. Those of you working the Locust Variation with me, you can hold it right here, or you can hover the hands here as well. Beautiful, team. Take a deep inhale. On the exhale, lower the forehead to the mat and lower the palms down. Working that 3 more times with the breath. Inhale, elevate the chest up off the mat. Maybe you lift the palms as well if you're working with me, building strength. On the exhale, soften everything down. Beautiful, everyone. With your breath, inhale, lift the heart space up. Whether you're working with the oscillating cobra or you're working with locust with me. Exhale, lower everything down. 1 more time. Inhale, lift the chest, lift the arms. This time, if it feels nice, maybe you can lift the feet as well. Exhale, lower everything down. So nice, everybody. Bring your hands back onto the ribs. Curl your toes under. Either push the knees into the mat or hover the knees. Your variation. You can push up here in the tabletop, the downward facing dog, or overachievers. You can straighten the arms in the plank and send your hips back and up into downward facing dog. So good, team. Take a nice deep inhale. Open the mouth, exhale, let it all go. Nice, everybody. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, come high on the ball mat of your toes. Bend your knees and look forward. On the exhale, walk or step your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, find your version of a long, flat spine. Bend the knees here as much as you need to. Exhale, fold, release the hands down towards the mat. Inhale, Hastasana, stand, reach, see the palms touch above you. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your chest. As you bring the thumbs to the chest, the elbows are wide and the core is nice and tight. Push the palms firmly in towards one another. Beautiful, everybody. Just going to find a little flow here today to find some freedom and movement into our body. Inhale, reach the arms high. See your palms touch. On the exhale, forward fold, release the hands down towards the mat. Inhale, find your version of a long, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms down and step back into your version of plank, toes or knees. I'm going to do this one from my knees. Shift forward, nice and slow and controlled. Bend the arms and lower the whole body down onto the mat. Your version of a back bend. You can take the fingers or you can extend your arms back like wings with your breath. Inhale. Elevate the chest up off the mat, maybe the feet and the hands as well. Exhale, lower everything down. Hands come back onto the mat beside your floating ribs, curl the toes under. Your journey to downward facing dog. That can be tabletop, which I'm doing on this side, into downward facing dog. Or you can take that through plank to downward facing dog. Nice, team. We're going to do that 2 more times. Bring your big toes to touch. Inhale, come high on the ball mat of your toes, bend your knees, look forward. On the exhale, walk, step, or maybe hop your feet to the front of your mat. Inhale, find a long, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand and reach. See your palms touch above you. Lift the chest a little higher. Lift the gaze a little higher. Exhale, pull the thumbs to your chest. I'm going to give you the option for a back bend at the top this time. Inhale, push your hips forward. Lift your chest up. Maybe reach the arms back into space. Exhale, forward fold. Any variation of the arms. Bring the hands down towards the mat. Bend your knees as much as you need to. Inhale, halfway lift and lengthen. Your variation of a long, flat spine. Exhale, palms come down to the mat. Step back into your version of plank pose. Strong arms, shift forward, bend the arms, lower the body all the way down onto the mat. Your version of the back bend. I'm taking locust this time through with your breath. Inhale, lift the chest. Maybe you lift the arms, maybe you lift the feet. Squeeze the back line of your body. Exhale, lowers everything down. A lovely little release. Bring the hands back onto the ribs, inside the ribs, should I say. Curl the toes under. I'm going to take plank pose to downward facing dog this time. Find your variation of the transition and meet me back in downward facing dog. One more time, just like that. Add on or take away as you need to, team. You're doing wonderful. Inhale, high on the ball out of your toes. Bend your knees, look forward. Exhale, your journey to the top of the mat. Inhale, finds a long, flat spine. Again, bend the knees as much as you need to here. Core is nice and tight. Exhale, forward fold. Can you lengthen the back line of your body just a little bit more? With the breath, inhale, stand and reach like you're trying to touch the ceiling. Extend through the side body. Exhale, bring your thumbs to your chest. Option for the back bend at the top. Inhale, push your hips forward. Lift your chest up. Reach the arms back into space. Exhale, your journey with the arms brings you into the forward fold. Inhale, your version of the long, flat spine. Exhale, plant the palms, step back into your version of plank pose, toes or knees. I'm going to do this one from my knees. Shift forward, nice and controlled. Lower the body all the way down onto the mat. I'm going to take the Cobra variation this time. Take whatever you prefer. So fingertips off the left and the right side. Inhale, elevate the chest. I haven't done this one for a while since we did it right at the beginning. My spine feels so much warmer. On the exhale, gently lower the chest back down. Beautiful. Hands come back down onto the mat. Curl the toes under. Your journey into downward facing dog. Beautiful, everybody. Take a nice deep inhale. Open the mouth. Exhale. Let it go. Come high into the ball mound of your toes. Lower your knees down onto the mat. Uncurl your toes. Soften your hips back down towards the heels. Bring your forehead down onto the mat and extend your arms back behind you. And just breathe. And just settle here into this beautiful shape. And if you'd like to take a different shape, please do. It could be a traditional child's pose or extended child's pose with the arms long, knees wide. I love this little variation here with the belly and the chest down onto the thighs, the arms back behind you. There's a lovely opening through the back of the shoulders. Whatever variation you took, allow the forehead to be down onto the mat. And if it feels nice here, find a gentle rock and roll through the forehead. Just allowing yourself to connect to the mind's eye, our third eye center, our place of enlightenment and seat of intuition. And if you feel like the mind is wandering here, what was your little trigger word to bring it back to the present moment? Can you sense the breath? Feeling the inhales and exhales as they release from the body. Beautiful, everyone, wherever you are. When it feels good to you, rock yourself back onto all fours. Into our resetting pose, downward facing dog. Send the hips back and up. Beautiful, everybody. We'll quickly reset the breath. Take a nice deep inhale. Open the mouth, exhale, sigh it out and let it go. Working into our next little flow here. Bring the big toes to touch. Inhale, come high on the ball out of your toes. Bend your knees and look forward. On the exhale, your journey to the top of the mat. However you get there is perfect. Inhale, find your long spine. Exhale, fold just a little deeper. Inhale, stand and reach. See the palms touch above you. Exhale, bring your thumbs to the chest. Inhale, reach the arms high, palms touch. Exhale, forward, release the hands down to the mat. Inhale, find your version of a long, flat spine. Exhale, lower the fingertips down and step your left foot all the way to the back of your mat and lower your left knee down. Inhale, Anjaneyasana, kneeling crescent. Sink the hips down, lift the chest up and reach the arms nice and high. This one will hold. Squeeze and activate your left glute tight. Push this left hip pointer forward and down. So you're really finding this beautiful stretch through the hip flexors. Can you lift the chest a little higher, lift the arms a little higher, maybe even a back bend here if it feels nice. Beautiful, everyone. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward, frame out your front foot. Adho Manasana, half splits. Lengthen through the right leg. A few little things here. If you're using props, you could slide something to support underneath the left knee if the left knee is a little sensitive. You can also bring props in underneath your hands here just to elevate the floor a little further up off the mat. Squeeze the front of your right shin tight. Squeeze your right quadriceps tight. Work the right big toe back towards your shin. Nice, everybody. Inhale. On the exhale, bend back into your right leg. Fingertips come forward. Frame out the front foot. Lift your left knee up. Inhale, crescent lunge or high lunge. Lift the chest up. Reach the arms high. Beautiful. And for a lot of us, that would have challenged our balance. That's great. Just understand that when this body is balanced, don't beat yourself up here. Maybe you had to put a hand down on something to support yourself and you're like, oh, why did I do that? Don't worry. It's wonderful. You're doing great, everyone. Inhale. On the exhale, lean forward. Bring the fingertips forward. Your strong right leg, step your left foot forward. Nice. Inhale, long, flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand and reach. See the palms touch above you. Lift your chest, lift your gaze. Exhale, thumbs to the chest. Nice, everybody. Let's take this to the other side. Inhale, lift the chest a little higher. Reach the arms. Exhale, forward, forward. Hands come down towards the mat. Inhale, finds a long, flat spine. Exhale, fingertips come down to the mat and your right foot steps as far back behind you as you can. Lower the right knee down. Again, if it feels nice, slide your support in underneath your right knee. Inhale, Vinyasa. Lift the chest up and reach the arms nice and high. Beautiful. What I often see here in the shape are these 90-degree shapes here with the legs, which give you lovely stability, but it really doesn't do a lot here into the pose. So I want you to think of this left heel and the right knee as far away from one another as you can. And then the action in your hips are forward, down. Lift the chest. Reach the arms. Extend out through the side body. Nice, everyone. Inhale. Exhale, lean forward. Frame out your left leg and lengthen through the left leg. Get another lovely little place to bring the props in underneath your hands or the fingertips down. The only little shape I'm trying to avoid here is this one, where you're rounding through the spine. See if you can keep the length out of the lower spine, what we call extension of the spine as opposed to the flexion in the spine. Squeeze this left shin tight, squeeze the left quadriceps nice and tight. Left sit bone lifts slightly up and slightly back. Beautiful deep stretch through the back line of your left leg. Also starting to feel this into the outer hip. Inhale. Exhale, bend back into your left leg. Lift your right knee up. Inhale, crescent lunge. Again, nice little challenge here for the balance. Lift the chest and reach the arms high. Once you catch the balance here, focus on an unmoving spot. And then can you come a little higher on the ball mount of your right toes? And can you straighten your right leg just a little bit more? Beautiful, everyone. Inhale. On the exhale, lean forward. Fingertips come down. Your strong left leg. Step your right foot to meet the left. Inhale, your version of a long, flat spine. Exhale, fold just a little deeper. Inhale, stand and reach. Palms touch above you. Exhale, thumbs to the chest. Nice, everybody. We're going to do that as a little flow, just to find freedom and movement and space into the body. Don't get hooked up on the poses. Just enjoy the freedom of the movement. We're just going to do it one time on each side. Inhale. Reach your arms nice and high. See the palms touch above you. Exhale, forward fold. Nice strong core as the hands come down. Inhale, find your version of a long flat spine. Exhale, the fingertips come down onto the mat and left foot steps as far back behind you as you can. Lower the left knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Hips are forward, down. Lift the chest and extend out through the side body. Exhale, half split. So lean forward, frame out the right leg and lengthen the right leg. Just your best effort. You might have a bend. That's perfect. Then back into the right knee. Lift your left knee up. Inhale, high lunge. Appreciate the little wobbles in the body. Understanding that it's great for the body to build strength like that. Exhale, lean forward. Your strong right leg steps the left foot to meet it. Inhale, your long flat spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, stand and reach. Palms touch above you. Exhale, thumbs to the chest. Really nice, everybody. Let's take this to the other side. Inhale, arms reach high. Exhale, forward fold. Release the hands to the mat. Inhale, your version of a long flat spine. Exhale, fingertips come down to the mat if they're not already. Right foot steps as far, far, far back behind you as you can. Lower the right knee down. Inhale, kneeling crescent. Forward and down in the hips. Chest is elevated. Arms are reaching, trying to touch the ceiling. Exhale, half splits. Lean forward, frame out your front leg, and lengthen through the front leg, just with your best effort. Bend back into the left leg. Lift your right knee up. Find your strong foundation. Inhale, crescent lunge. Lift the chest up. Reach the arms high. Exhale, lean forward. Fingertips come out in front of you. Step your right foot to meet your left. Last time through this little transition, inhale, long, flat spine. Exhale, fold. So nice, everybody. Inhale, stand and reach. See the palms touch above you. Exhale, thumbs to the chest. This one will hold. Push the thumbs firmly into the chest. Find a soft gaze across the fingertips or close the eyes. And notice if the heart rate is a little elevated or the breath is a little off, it's normal rhythm. Just come back to the rhythm of the breath. The heart rate will slow down as a result. Anybody can breathe hard. It takes a challenge to breathe with control. Knowing that any time you might feel stressed through the day, you can always come back to this breath. Beautiful, long and controlled inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. Nice, everybody. Can you blink the eyes open, bring the arms down beside you. And then with control, we're just going to simply sit down on our mat. Nice, everyone. However you get there is perfect. Extend your legs long out in front of you. And give the legs a little shake. Nice. The first shape that we're going to work into here today is called Jani Shishasana. So your right leg is going to extend long. Your sole of your left foot is going to come to your inner right thigh. Now, if that's not accessible in the body, you can bring it anywhere down the leg here that feels comfortable. Beautiful. Here might be perfect. If you would like to add on, inhale, reach the arms nice and high, extend out through the spine. On the exhale, hinge at your hips and fold. For my friends who are a little tighter here, your hands can come to the outside of your hips, and you can just use the hands here on the surface as support. You might like to put a little bit more pressure into the hands and gently push the spine a little further forward. If you have the flexibility, hands can come in front of your left shin and to the outside of your right leg. You might start to walk the hands down the leg. You might walk the hands towards the feet. Some of you might be using straps here. You could bring a strap in around your right foot. If you have the flexibility, you can grab a hold of the foot and lower the forehead down onto the particular part of the leg that feels good. For those of you who would like to find a little twist here, you can bring your left hand to the outside edge of your right foot. Extend your right arm back behind you. Inhale for length and space. On the exhale, think of the action of your forehead coming to the outside of your right leg. And it mightn't come to the outside of the right leg. You might be nice and high up here, but you're still getting this beautiful twist through the body. Breathe. Lovely, everyone. The inhale brings you back up into center. Left leg is still to the inside of the right foot. Exhale, either bring your right hand to the inside of the right leg, your right elbow, or your right forearm, depending on where your flexibility is at. Inhale, lift your left arm nice and high. So I'm going to do this one from my palm. On the exhale, extend your left arm across your left ear, just getting this beautiful stretch through the lateral line of your body. For those of you with more space, you might have the right elbow down, right forearm down. The left hand might come all the way to the right foot and send your gaze up and underneath the armpit. If you have that shape and you need more, you can bring your right hand to your left leg and literally push it away from you, deepening through the stretch. But all I'm looking for here is the sensation of the stretch. You're up here nice and high, perfect and beautiful. Lovely, everyone. Inhale brings you back up in the center. On the exhale, just extend your left leg forward and give it a nice little shake. I'm going to spin around to the other side so you can see me. We're simply going to take this on the other side. Bend your right knee. Bring the sole of this right foot to your inner left thigh or anywhere down the leg that feels most comfortable for you. Try to soften this right knee down. Inhale for length and space. On the exhale, simply hinge at your hips and fold. Then my friends, a little tighter here. Hands might come down beside you. You might like to put a little pressure into the hands just to lean the body a little further forward. Flex at this left ankle, so the left toes are working back towards the shin. One side will be a little bit more open than the other. If that's the side, maybe you can explore a little further down. If you're a little tighter on the side, let go of the ego and come out of the pose just a little bit more. For those of you who are more flexible here, you can bring one or both hands towards the foot and with the forehead down the leg. Soften your right shoulder down. Breathe. Nice, everyone. For those of you looking for the little twist or bind on this side, you can bring your right hand to the outer left foot. Left hand can come back behind you. That's perfect. You're working into the twist here. Or if you need more, think of the action of your forehead coming to the outside of your left leg. And just breathe. Remembering wherever you are is perfect in the body. Nice, everybody. Inhale brings you back up in the center. Keep the legs as they are. The exhale brings either your left hand, your left elbow, or the left forearm to the inside of your left leg, depending on where your flexibility is. Again, I'm going to do this with my left hand to start with. Inhale, reach the right arm nice and high. Extend out through the side body. On the exhale, find your side bend here towards the left foot. Your right arm comes across your right ear. Think of this right armpit twisting a little higher towards the ceiling. You might even hear little creaks and cracks into the body. It's great. Just find your space. Those of you with the extra space, you can work into it. Left hand, left elbow, left forearm come down. Maybe the right hand towards the left leg. Maybe the gaze comes up underneath the armpit. Left hand might come to the right knee if that feels nice. Just find your space. Again, don't force anything. Just feel the beautiful stretch in the body. Breathe. Lovely, everyone. Wherever you are, the inhale brings you back up in the center. Exhale, bring the right foot off the left leg, extend the right leg forward, and just give it a nice little shake. Great, team. When it feels good here, take a little bend into your knees, reach your arms forward. Your strong and active core gently releases you down onto your back as slowly as your body allows. Nice and slow and controlled. Beautiful, everybody. When you get there, pull both knees into the chest, into what we call Uppanasana. Keep a hold of your right knee. Extend your left leg long out in front of you. Inhale, give the right knee a nice tight squeeze to the outer right rib cage. On your exhale, supine twist. The first move I make in this pose is I shimmy my left hip into the midline, and then I guide my right knee across the body. And I have this beautiful line of extension from the crown of my head, through my spine, through the hips, and out through the left leg. Reach the right arm to the right, and if it's comfortable in the neck, send your gaze toward your extended right arm. Just breathe. Nice long inhales and exhales in and out through the nose. Finding space. Tendency in the stretch is to shorten the breath or even hold the breath. See if you can lengthen the breath just a little bit more. Inhale, brings you back at the center. Pull both knees back into the chest. This time, grab a hold of the knees and find some beautiful knee circles here. Forward and back, side to side. For most of us, we created some tension on the right side of the lower spine. So just use the surface underneath you and these knee circles to release the tension from that part of the body. When it feels good for you, we'll simply switch out sides. Come back in the center, keep a hold of the left knee, extend the right leg long out onto the mat. Inhale, give the left knee a nice tight squeeze to the outer left rib cage. On the exhale, supine twist. Again, start by moving that outer right hip back into the midline as you guide the left knee across the body. One side will feel a little different from the other. If the side's a little bit more open, maybe you can find just a little bit more space. If the side's a little tighter, then come out of the pose a little bit more. But the beautiful thing about this shape is you're giving yourself your own self-assist. The more pressure you put on the knee, the more sensation you feel in the lower spine. The more you soften the outer left shoulder down, the more you take this into the chest, collarbone, and upper spine area. Remembering nobody knows your body like you do. Manipulate the body as you need to. Inhale, brings you back up in the center. Pull both knees into the chest. Again, find your beautiful little knee circles here, massaging and releasing through the lower spine. When it feels good for you, the last shape I'm offering here this evening is called an Anda Balasana or happy baby pose. Stamp the soles of the feet towards the sky. Reach for the outside edges of your feet with your hands or any other part of the foot, ankle, shin, hamstring that feels good here in your body. Now I invite you to be organic or animalistic here. If it feels good to rock and roll from side to side, let it happen. If it feels good to straighten through one or both legs, working into a straddle, you're plenty open to let that happen. Or maybe it's a place of absolute stillness here, softening your tailbone a little closer towards the mat, and then using the strength of your biceps to pull the knees a little closer to the outside edges of your rib cage. Just finding a lovely stretch into the adductors and hamstrings. Once you feel like you have everything you need out of this shape, come back in the center and curl up into a ball. Make the ball as tight as you can. Knees and chin to the chest, the forehead to the knees. Take a deep inhale and tense as many muscles in the body as you can. On the exhale, release everything, Shavasana. Send the heels to the top corners of the mat. The feet splay out wide. Tuck the shoulder blades in underneath your chest to elevate your heart space. Let the arms be wide, let the palms face up to receive the energy and the benefits of your physical practice. And find complete surrender here by releasing your tongue off the roof of your mouth to completely let go. We'll be here for a beautiful few breaths. Let everything calm in the physical body and the mind. If you prefer to be here for an extended period of time, if you have that time in your day, 3, 5, 10 minutes, pause the video or just turn down your screen. Take that time for yourself. Make your next breath a little bit more conscious and aware. So move into your fingers, the toes, the wrists, the ankles. Bend the knees, plant the soles of the feet down onto the mat and connect your hands to your body. Finding this connection to self, to love, to purpose. Using your right arm as a pillow, gently roll to your right side. And in your own time, come to have an easy seat at the top of your mat. Keeping your eyes closed. Connecting your palms to your heart and bowing your chin to your chest, acknowledging your practice. This beautiful community. Your place of compassion, your intention. Keeping your eyes closed, raise your head, inhale. Open your mouth, exhale. Connect your thumbs to your third eye center, your place of enlightenment and seat of intuition. Loka samasta sukhino bhavantu. May all beings be happy and free. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. With love, with gratitude. Namaste. Thank you so much, friends, especially to Jamie and the organization for allowing us to be able to share our practice with you, not just the yoga events, the Pilates events, but all the incredible things that we've been doing over the spring, the summer, and the fall. Most importantly, wherever you are right now, folks, please stay safe, please stay well, peace. Keep an eye on the website for all the new things that we'll have coming up into the fall and the winter. And I look forward to being able to share my practice with you again in the future. Thank you, everybody.